Welcome to Animation Discovery. I'm Lacey from Green Mouse Academy, and over the next 5 classes, I'll be teaching you how to create stop-motion animation videos. Inspired by animation techniques used by media creators and studios around the world, you are going to explore the process behind storytelling and stop-motion production. As you use your imagination and create cutout paper characters, props, and scenery, you will practice being animators while using an iPad with a stop-motion app called Stop Motion Studio. Here's a little clip that will help you better understand stop-motion animation from our friends at Animation Chefs.
Animating Kids has 3 types of lessons.
The first type of lesson is where we have you animate right on top of the page. This is our speeding up and slowing down secret recipe sheet. You'll animate right on top of the paper according to what the sheet tells you to do.
Very basic paint by numbers kind of lessons.
The other lessons you don't animate on the sheet. You'll mimic the positions of each character while keeping it in place.
The third type of secret recipe sheet is where we storyboard the animation and you follow the instructions.
It's all step by step and straightforward.
Once you understand a basic formula, you can apply it to anything.
For example, we did that sneeze formula with a piece of clay.
Now you have a sneeze formula for practically anything.
From paper cutouts
To caterpillars,
To shoes,
To chairs.
all different objects but animated using the same formula.
Sounds fun, right? Let's dive right in. In today's first session, we will learn how to set up an animation workspace, create a dotbot character, and then explore the frame per second feature on the app. All right, the first thing I need you to do every session is set up your workspace. Practitioners, each student should have an iPad, crayons or markers, a pair of scissors, and 2 handouts. One handout is the Spacing is Speed recipe card, and the other one is the Dotbot and Costumes handout. Students, once you have an iPad, set your iPad on the stand so it's tilted a bit like this. Practitioners, go ahead and press pause on this tutorial so students have time to set up their animation stations. Okay, students, let's all color and cut out our dotbot character together. I think I'll color my dotbot orange. So I'm going to go ahead and start coloring in my dotbot. You can go ahead and pick whatever color you'd like. You can use markers or crayons. And remember, it's okay if you happen to get outside of the lines. It doesn't have to be perfect. Almost finished. I know some of the costumes over here look fun, but you can add those to your dotbot later after we finish coloring him in. There we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut him out. Got my safety scissors. Okay. Just like that. There we go. There's my dotbot. Practitioners, if you need to pause this video while your students create their dotbot, please feel free to do so. Our dotbot is going to appear to be moving at 3 different speeds. These are called frame rates. Here, our friends at Animation Chefs are going to show you the difference between 3 different frame rates and why animators think 15 is the magic number.
So the trick of frame rates in animation is finding the balance between ease of animation and realism. And we at Animation Chefs believe that magic number is 15 frames a second. And let me show you why. Starting with 10 frames per second, you can see that it's very choppy and it almost looks as if it's going in slow motion. When falling at 15 frames per second, the chef's motion is a little more natural and fluid. Now falling at twice the frames per second he was previously, the chef's motion looks even more smooth. When viewing them side by side, you can easily see a significant improvement by only adding 5 more frames per second. When viewing the 15 and 30 frame per second animations, there is a visible difference. However, the 30 frames per second took twice the amount of work, and it doesn't necessarily look twice as good.
Go ahead and tap the Stop Motion Studio app icon right here so I can show you where to find the frame rate setting and a few other features. Now, a movie with a chameleon and a fly might show up on your iPad, and that's fine. Just click the Get Started button. We're going to open a new movie so we can start the animation with our dot-bot. So click the plus sign where it says New Movie. Now, if it says, would you like to access the camera, go ahead and hit OK. And then adjust your paper so that it fits in the frame. Just like that. Okay, now let's get to the activity. As you can see on your recipe card, there are 3 different speeds: fast, medium, and slow. The further things are spaced out, the faster your dot-bot will go. The first speed we are going to test is fast. Go ahead and place your dot-bot on the first circle and take a picture. Then move it to the next one and take another picture. Just like that. And take another picture and continue doing that until you reach the end. Try to tap gently on your device, that way you can get a clear picture. And you want to try to keep your dot-bot in the same position, just as long as he's over those circles. Like that. Okay, I have 2 more to go. There we go. And last but not least, the final circle. All right, let's take a look at how fast our dot-bot moved. Okay, pretty fast. Now for the medium speed, you're going to do the same thing, but move it in smaller amounts. So go ahead and grab your dot-bot and place it on the first circle. Now we're going to do the same thing. Take a picture. Let's make sure we got this. Oop. There we go. Take a picture and then move it to the next one. And as you can see, these are overlaid like right on top of each other. So you want to move in very small amounts. Just like this. It'll take a little longer, but just take your time. Go to the next one. And the next. All right, we're reaching the halfway point. Almost there. Okay, Mr. Dotbot, we're at the final stretch here. All right, 2 more to go, and then I'll show you what it looks like. There we go. Okay, let's take a look. All right, so you can see the medium speed versus the fast. Now you can go ahead and do the slow on your own. Before I did this tutorial, I made my own animation using the recipe card Spacing is Speed that we worked on today. Here's my story, Dotbot Goes to the Moon. Did you see how my Dotbot moved fast to the moon and then slowly came back down to Earth? Okay, so now that I've given you some inspiration and we've had some time to practice frame rates and speed, go ahead and create your own story. Ask your practitioner for a background sheet for Activity 1. It's the same background I used for my animation. Just a quick note before I go. You will be using this Dotbot for the next few classes, so do not throw it away. Before you leave class, ask your practitioner for a small Ziploc bag located in the kitted container. I have provided enough bags for each one of you. Do not forget to write your name on the label. Well, fellow animators, all you need are some recipes, supplies, and your imagination. I hope you've enjoyed this activity. See you next time. Bye.